sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. Under pressure. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. In the backfield, it's Rodgers. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Quarterback will keep it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got it, beat down inbounds. Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Play action with Williams. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Sells the run, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Left side is Lawson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Here's Williams to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Alabama will get the first down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Russell on play action. Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Russell. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Follows his blocks. It's Riley.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Defense in press coverage. Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Throwing Russell. Rushes on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Making the adjustment on the play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Williams. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Holds on, Ichmas. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Right side, it's Miller. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Floats it out in space. Looking for the end zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's Williams to throw. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. 4th down, Williams. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. They're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. more snap coming before halftime. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 20 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Commodores, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Pulls it, fire complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Long way to go on second down. Running inside. It's Riley. There he goes. Past the 50. Past the 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams, they're all over it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Look out! Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Williams. Quick catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. There's a crease. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Williams looking for a man. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Here's Williams to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills. And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They want to run it left here. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second and long here. They want to run this quarterback. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Now here's Russell. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the fourth time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Play fake, Williams. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Here's a give to Washington. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Williams. Out wide right, it's Lawson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Buying a little time to his left. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Williams on the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a give to Washington. able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Williams. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Quick give. It's Riley. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Alabama! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Right on target this time. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Williams will pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second and long here, making the adjustment. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Third and long right here. Gets the back moving. Play action with Williams. He rifles one deep down the right side. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Williams to the air again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Long way to go on second down. Williams. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Moss.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? It's Williams again. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Williams. Into the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give as they work on that clock. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Hill. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Now here's Russell. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving.
They just needed one first down to win this game, and they go play action, David. That little run fake just froze the defense for a half second, opened up the window to get that completion.
And there's still that chance this offense can play a little bit conservative. They got the lead, right? Like, will they throw the football? You're right. The play action makes everybody suck up. They're playing run. They trust their QB. He delivers with the game on the line. Run that clock out.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell into play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This is not a time to pad your stats. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Russell. He's going to take a sack to end it.